You often hear people talk about motivation. They say you need to find your passion, that you need to feel inspired to work effectively and achieve success. But reality is much more ruthless. Motivation is just an emotion, and emotions always come and go. There will be mornings when you wake up and have absolutely no desire to get out of bed. There will be days when you feel entirely exhausted, when you doubt yourself, and when all you want to do is quit. In those dark moments, motivation will abandon you, and the only thing left, the only thing that will actually save you, is self-discipline. Motivation is what gets you started, but discipline is what gets you to the finish line. So what exactly is self-discipline? Many people mistakenly believe that discipline is a form of restriction, a self-punishment, or a loss of freedom. But the truth is the exact opposite. Discipline is the root of true freedom. If you lack discipline with your finances, you become a slave to debt. If you lack discipline with your time, you will spend your life running from procrastination and the crushing pressure of your own deadlines. Discipline is the willingness to trade temporary comfort in the present for an invaluable reward in the future. It is choosing to go to the gym instead of lounging on the sofa. It is choosing to read one more chapter or finish one more report instead of mindlessly scrolling through your phone. Every single disciplined action is like a brick. Laying one down won't build a castle overnight, but if you persistently lay one brick after another, day after day, without skipping a single beat, eventually you will stand in awe of what you have built. That is the power of compound interest applied to your habits. Success is not a grand, miraculous event that falls from the sky. Success is the inevitable result of thousands of small, tedious, unglamorous decisions, repeated day in and day out, when absolutely no one is watching. Successful people aren't immune to exhaustion. They are the ones who feel tired, who feel frustrated and uninspired, but they still do the work anyway. They do not let their emotions dictate their actions. They let their goals lead the way. Here is what almost no one tells you about this bricklaying life. For a long time, it looks like absolutely nothing. There is no visible castle at brick number 10. There is no visible castle at brick number 200. There is only a person, alone, doing something small and unglamorous, with no proof yet that any of it matters. This is the exact place where most people quietly put the bricks down and walk away, not because they failed, but because nothing seemed to be happening. But something was always happening, it just wasn't visible yet. That is the part discipline asks you to accept on faith before you're ever allowed to see the evidence.
Remember this, the price of discipline is always infinitely lighter than the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Today, you don't need to conquer the world. You just need to do exactly what you promised yourself you would do. Start with the smallest things. Train the muscle of your willpower. Notice that word, muscle. Willpower does not work like a personality trait you either have or don't. It works like tissue. It gets stronger under load, and it atrophies under comfort. Every time you keep a small promise to yourself, the muscle grows a little denser. Every time you break one, it grows a little weaker. And here is the part that stings. It doesn't just weaken for that one task. It weakens your trust in your own word everywhere else in your life too. This is why the smallest promises matter far more than they appear to. not because making your bed changes your finances, but because a person who keeps their word to themselves in small rooms where nothing is at stake becomes a person who can be trusted to keep it in the rooms where everything is at stake. You will be tempted constantly to compare your progress to someone else's. Don't. Comparison is a trap built entirely out of timing. You are comparing your brick number 12 to someone else's brick number 4000 and calling the gap between them proof that you're behind. It isn't proof of anything except that they started laying bricks before you did. The only comparison that ever means anything is the one between who you were yesterday and who you are choosing to be today. There is also a version of you living several years from now, and that version is being built right now, brick by unglamorous brick, out of decisions you are making in rooms nobody else will ever see. Skipping the workout when no one would know, doing the work anyway when no one would know. Neither of these decisions announces itself as important in the moment. Both of them are, without exception, the only things that were ever actually building anything. Because in the end, this world does not pay you for what you want to do or what you plan to do. The world only rewards you for what you actually get done, and discipline is the only road that gets you there. So lay the brick today, not because you feel ready, not because anyone is watching. Lay it anyway, because that is the only thing a finished castle was ever made of.